Hello and welcome to GPTV. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And here we are on Monday the 24th of October, having just finished one of Melbourne's biggest auction weekends for the year with 741 auctions right across Melbourne. We did have 17 auctions, and those 17 auctions were held over 8 suburbs. I personally did 8 auctions, Gary, and hence I'm on the ginger and lemon tea this morning.
Good, well, it's good to see you putting your skills to use, Philip. It was Super Saturday on Saturday, or so it was called, not just because it was Cox Plate Day, but because there was so much happening out there in the market. And our first auction was at East Melbourne at 10:30 in Repton Road, and that was incredible. We had 7 bidders, sold it for well in excess of reserve. In fact, our reserve there was $560,000, which was within our range, which we were suggesting $500,000 to $575,000 as a range, and it sold for $625,000. So that was an unbelievable auction, and just goes to show that well-priced properties in good suburbs that are well presented will attract interest and bidders and competition.
7 bidders, Gary, that's like the good old boom days.
It is.
Interestingly, talking about the good old boom days, I was sitting on the couch last night, collapsed after doing 5 auctions, and an advertisement came on from the Bank of Melbourne, and they're pushing at the moment, the Bank of Melbourne ads are talking about it being a buyer's market. And I think that's something that we should actually celebrate. A lot of real estate agents are running away from the fact that it's a buyer's market. We're used to a seller's market, but the joy of a buyer's market is, if you think about the weekend, there was a 54% clearance rate, which gives buyers so much opportunity to choose from a wide variety of stocks. So I'm saying to buyers at the moment, Gary, that this has been the best time in the last 5 years for a buyer to have selection of houses and apartments. So my message today is to buyers, step up to the plate, because you really will not see a market like this again where you get so much choice. What are your views?
I agree. The offerings are fabulous, and I think the fact that there's 46% of last weekend's auction still available, I think it's a very positive thing for buyers.
Now, the passed-ins from last weekend right across Melbourne represent good buying opportunities, because as a generalisation, most vendors have probably readjusted their reserves. Did you find that with the properties that you passed in?
I did. In fact, there was a couple that I think are really outstanding value that I'd like people to be aware of. One of them was in Mile End Road, Carnegie, which is a beautiful period home. And that now represents, in my opinion, at $995. Fantastic value. There's also another one, interestingly, at the same price, which is in Caulfield South, and that's situated in Ludbrook Avenue, which is a great address and a lovely family home on a very good block of land, and again at $995. We were seeing homes like those two selling in excess of $1 million, and now people in the nines have got buyers in the nines have got an opportunity to get in and secure what I think is great value.
See, last year both of those properties would have sold easily and well in excess of $1 million. Yep. Now, I saw both those homes and I reckon they really do represent now, at the new price, fantastic buying. Yep. Let's just quickly talk about the fact that the end of the year, Gary, is almost upon us. Property now that's going to get released in the next week or two. We're now really talking about late November, now into early December auctions. So buyers need to know that there's going to be very little new stock released to the marketplace over the next couple of weeks. So really the theme of this GPTV in the next couple of weeks is really going to be talking about 2012. So my message to you all this week, have a quick and thorough look at last weekend's passed-in auctions, because they do represent great buying out there in the marketplace. Well, just in closing, Gary, I'm looking for a big week from you this week. I want to see some listings, I want to see some sales, and I really do want to make sure that you are in the office late for the next couple of weeks, because spring is really here, and I really am looking for a big effort from you.
I'll put in, I promise. We look forward to seeing you all again next week. We hope this has been informative and interesting. Thanks from GPTV, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. A lot of you will be having holidays, but we'll be back at work pre the Melbourne Cup, and I hope you're back a winner there as well.
Have a great week.